In the quaint town of Eldridge, where cobblestone streets seemed to whisper tales of yore, lived a librarian named Alara. Her days were filled with books that exhaled dust and a serene loneliness perforated occasionally by the chattery visits of townspeople. Alara felt a peculiar kinship with one artifact more than others, an ornate timepiece shaped oddly like a locket, nestled amid encyclopedias on the history shelf. One stormy evening, while cataloging misplaced returns, Alara's hand brushed against the locket's cold metallic surface. It snapped open with a click. Inside, a picture of a dashing man, eyes blazing with the kind of passion that could burn seas. His attire was from another era. Curiously, there was no record of the locket's origin in the library database. Suddenly, the air around her began to shimmer with a peculiar energy as the locket glowed. The ground beneath her pulsated, and before she could gasp, Alara found herself swept away, her world swirling into a vortex of lights and shadows. Alara landed softly, albeit dizzily, on a grassy hill under a sky painted with dusk. The setting sun threw shadows long and deep, and the air was filled with the scents of wildflowers. In her disorientation, she noticed her attire had changed to a long flowing dress, fitting seamlessly into the 19th century landscape that unfolded around her. "You must be the one from the future." A deep voice startled her. It was he, the man from the locket, standing a few feet away with a horse beside him. His face was as striking in reality as it had been in the photograph. He introduced himself as Thomas Avery, a landowner and an inventor who, it appeared, was awaiting her. Thomas led her to his mansion, where conversations flowed as freely as the wine. He had invented the time-traveling locket, a mistake in his quest for creating a perpetual energy source. The locket, he explained, was enchanted to find the person who could help him correct his time-related errors, which had implications far beyond his own lifetime. Over dinners lit by candlelight and long walks by the lilac fields, Alara and Thomas delved into fervent discourse about life, science, and the tears in the fabric of time. Despite the temporal distance that was their backdrop, their bond deepened, tethered by the intangible strings of shared understanding and nascent affection. As days melded into nights, the inevitable loomed. They knew Alara had to return to her time, for the tear in time threatened to grow, risking entire timelines. Their final night together was spent beside a crackling fire, hands clasped, hearts heavy. "I belong in my time, and you in yours. But remember, love knows not the bounds of time," Alara whispered, heartbreak veiling her voice. Thomas pressed the locket back into her hands, his eyes gleaming with unshed tears and love. With a heavy heart, Alara touched the locket and was swept back to her library. The locket snapped shut, quiet once more, its magic spent. Alara tucked it away, knowing it was a relic now of an unbelievable sojourn. But the locket was not the only thing she brought back. She had penned down all their science discussions, their theories and inventions. Back in her own time, Alara's fate took a new turn. Heeding her and Thomas's theories, she shared these ideas with the right minds. Slowly, they pieced together what could be the dawn of a new era in science. Though centuries apart, Alara and Thomas had eternally entwined their destinies, her life a testament to their shared dream and timeless love. For in the quiet moments, amidst the rustling pages and gentle ticking of clocks, Alara swore she could feel Thomas's presence. A comforting whisper through the annals of time.